Hi guys! Last time, we saw how the people of Israel were losing their identity and getting used to the Egyptian culture during their stay there. As a result, the Israelites forgot about God's promise to them about Canaan. Worse, they were in deep despair because they were tormented by Egypt. But God never forgot about them. We will see amazing things God does in order to keep His promise to Abraham in Genesis chapter 12. Let's go see who God will work these amazing things through.
Okay, that's all for today's class. You guys remember we have tests next week, right? I warn you to prepare during your vacation. And it's not too late, so study hard over the weekend.
Yes. Gospel, did you study?
No, I was going to, but honestly, I just don't feel like studying.
Now we have something in common. I know. Just tell me, what are we studying for? You don't need to study hard to be a good singer and be famous. You can still be rich, don't you think?
Right. We could be good at something other than studying.
See, Gospel, I think studying is for our parents.
Man, I really don't want to study.
Gospel, what are you studying?
Oh, Angel Meal. I was just sitting here. I really can't concentrate. Why do we need to study? Not everyone has to be a good student, huh?
I see your point, but Gospel, have you ever thought about how you will use the things you learn now in the future?
Huh? No, not really.
Gospel, what you are learning now will be used for God's work someday. People in the world study hard to get a good job and be happy, just for themselves. But it's different for God's people. You are studying for God and your neighbors. And someday, you will share what you've learned for something good.
Well, I see. But Angel Meal, will God only use people who are good students? I don't get great grades. I try, but they're not that good.
Oh, so is that why you didn't want to study? Because you think you are not good enough? Gospel, why don't we go see someone used for God's purpose? Someone who was a great use for God's plan for our salvation.
Who?
Moses, of course.
Moses? Oh, that's the baby the Egyptian princess found on the river last time, right? Oh, so I get to see what happens to baby Moses after that. Oh, I'm so curious what happened. Let's hurry, Angel Meal.
Oh, okay, Gospel. You will see how God worked through Moses for the people of Israel. Messiah, ahoy!
Angel Meal, where are we?
This is the wilderness of Midian. Gospel, do you see that man over there?
There? With all the sheep? Is he a shepherd?
That's Moses.
Really? Didn't he grow up as the son of the Egyptian princess? Why is he here instead of the palace? And an old and dirty shepherd? Did people find out that he's an Israelite?
No. Moses is facing the final test by God in the wilderness.
Test?
Right. God decided to put a leader to lead the Israelites, to free them from the persecution of Egyptians. His first test was for Moses to find his own identity, that he's an Israelite. God saved Moses' life through the Egyptian princess, but he worked to have Moses grow up in his mother's hand. Your Highness, my dear princess, I am called Miriam. Should you need a nurse for this baby, I know of one.
Oh, is that so? Well, that's good news. Please find a suitable nurse for this beautiful baby.
Well, Miriam is Moses' sister. Moses' mother had Miriam watch out for the baby when she put him in the basket on the river.
And the nurse who Miriam is talking about is...
It was his mother, of course. So, Moses was able to be raised by his mother, just like his brother Aaron and sister Miriam. He grew up listening to his mother about God and God's promise and covenant to his forefathers. This made Moses to remember that he was an Israelite, even though he was living in the Egyptian palace. And God's second test for him was about leadership.
Leadership?
Right. At the time, the Israelites were enslaved. If Moses lived his life as a slave, submitting to others to keep his life, it would have been hard for him to earn his leadership to lead his people.
Then having the Egyptian princess find him on the river was God's plan for training Moses? Whoa! God is just amazing and detailed.
That's right. Moses had the privilege to get the top-class education in the Egyptian palace. God used the environment around Moses to make him useful for God's plan as his worker.
Oh, I see. See, last time when I saw Moses floating on the river in the basket, I thought he was in big trouble. But who knew God would have planned all this?
Well, that's great you say that, Gospel. Same thing for you. When you feel down and hard about your schoolwork, just remember that God has a very detailed and amazing plan for you too. And that everything you learn now will be a chance for God to use you one day. You don't have to be the top student to be used by God, but just think what can happen if you thought, what if God uses me for his plan?
I know what you mean. I will do my best, even when things get tough. But, Angel Meal, how does Moses end up in the wilderness?
Moses grew up in the palace, but his love for his people caused him to make a big mistake one day. And he had to leave Egypt and flee to the land of Midian. He spent 40 years there, and God trained him to be humble for his third test for Moses.
Training to be humble?
God was preparing Moses for his calling for the right time. God wanted Moses to be obedient without being distracted by his privilege and authority of his life in the palace. When all things were ready, God appeared before Moses.
Well, the sheep have cleared all the grass here. I shall take the road toward Mount Horeb today. Wow, it is hot. Huh? Is that a fire on that tree? The scorching weather must have set it on fire. I should keep the herd away from it. But is that possible? There's fire, but the tree is not burning? How can this be? Moses. Yes, my lord. Here I am. The place you are standing on is holy. Take off your shoes. I am the father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I have seen my people in pain and heard their cry from agony. I will get my people out of Egypt and lead them to the rich and flourished land of Canaan, as I promised Abraham. I will send you to lead the Israelites out. Me? Are you telling me? But God...
Wow, God has finally called on Moses as the leader of the Israelites. But, Angel Meal, Moses does not look too excited. Oh no, the guitar is glowing.
What is God up to now? He wants to save Israel from Egypt, but calls on a shepherd? I can't let Moses be obedient to that. All right, Lord of Inferiority, you are my most trusted servant. Go take care of Moses and use all powers possible to keep the Israelites from returning to Canaan. Stop God from his salvation plan.
Yes, my master. Moses, what is this God talking to you about? How could he choose you as the leader of your people? It's nonsense. Take a look at this, Moses. This is who you are. You are no longer the prince living in the palace. Think about what you did, you weak attempt to help people. You killed a man and you ran. What can you possibly do, you dirty old shepherd?
Yes, this is me, the dirty old shepherd. God, how could you possibly think I can do anything? And if I go back to Egypt, they will kill me.
Angel Meal, it doesn't look like Moses will obey God. Well, I'm not sure if I could if I was Moses.
Gospel, God's work will be done by God. What God sees in us is not our ability. He sees our faith and obedience to God. He wants us to keep God's words in our hearts. Let's help Moses. We need to raise his faith.
Yes. Let's bring trouble to that servant of Satan. Satan, leave Moses alone. Don't break his faith.
Welcome, Gospel. You are nothing but a meal for me. How dare you think that you have a chance with me? Why don't you take this and play?
What's this? This is me. Man, what's wrong with me? I get bad grades. There's nothing I'm good at. I can't sing as good as Pride. I'm worse at math than Lost. I'm shorter than Kingdom. I'm clumsy, not good at sports, and scared. What's wrong with me? I don't want to do anything. Oh no! My weakness, it's draining me.
Stay put, Gospel. Don't get talked into Satan's trick. Think about the strength God gives you.
What am I doing? You coward. Yeah, I have God. God, if you help me, my weaknesses mean nothing. Satan, take this! Ha!
Oh, I can't believe my stone of weakness failed.
Ha! Yeah, why don't you go play with it?
Gospel, you stupid kid! How dare you!
Go away, unless you want another one.
I will remember this next time!
Oh, he's gone! I won! Oh, God, thank you for your help.
Good job, Gospel. Now let's see what happens to Moses.
God, I really don't think I'm your person. What can I do? My people and the people of Egypt, they will not listen to me. Moses, I will be with you and show the proof that I have sent you. Throw your staff on the ground. Oh my! Reach out and hold its tail now. Put your hands in your clothes and take it out. Oh, my hand! Put it back in your clothes. Go show these two signs as proof. If the people still don't believe, I will show other signs. God, I'm sorry. I don't think I am fit for this. I'm not good with my words. Moses, who made you? I made you. I will teach you the words and be with you. You must go to Egypt. Your brother Aaron shall be with you as well. I will give you my power and help you. Take the staff and show my power. Right. Let's not think about me, but only see God. God will give me the ability. Almighty God will be with me. God, I will obey your words. You are my maker, and there's no other who knows me the best.
Wow, this is amazing. I can't wait to see what happens later. And I realized a lot from watching Moses this time, too.
Right, Gospel. God's plan to call Moses is God's plan for his kingdom, to save the people by sending us the Messiah. God has plans for us, too. We need to pray and work hard to realize God's plan. And remember, his promise of a new heaven and earth. Now, let's get back. You have a test coming up.
Oh, yep. Pride, how did you do on the test?
Me? Oh, it was a disaster. I had fun playing, but now I'm a bit worried about my grade. What about your grade? Huh, I'm sure it's pretty bad, too.
Me? Well, it wasn't so bad. I mean, I should wait for the result, though.
What? Did you study? You traitor. Are you showing off?
No, it's not that. I really didn't want to study, but I changed my mind. I'm going to work hard. I think studying is important if I want to be used by God. You should study hard, too.
What are you talking about? Stop nagging me. Off you go now. Huh.
Oh, stop, Pride. God, I want to be like Moses. I will do my best to be someone to be used by you for your plan for salvation. Please help me, God.